He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Jets and the Broncos on Monday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a great matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD. That moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 19 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Stevenson. He'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The first catch for Judy, good for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys that you list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A yard all they need, but it's It's third down. Now a play fake. Lance. Is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll send Judy in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And that's going to be another first down. It's the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 9. Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Murray.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Murray going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Jets. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Foster. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets nothing.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Lance's throw complete to Foster. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it,
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's taken it right down Broadway. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
and I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means you're getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle. Here's Stevenson. Breaks the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. We'll get this up to about the 44.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look to all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's what
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Lance. That is throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 12 yards to go.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Clinton Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PA's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try to keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 91 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll send Judy in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Able to shake him off. And he is into the end zone for the Denver touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. Meanwhile, Lance's throw here to be caught by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to get this down here to 20. Another big gain at that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a throw ends on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Lance. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
We'll see how much they get in the ball here. 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's good. Well, the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Again, they'll throw in Murray. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he fields it cleanly. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
gain of 5.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide out and try to chip somebody at the second level.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
You got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All again on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Lance, he has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing now is Lance. He finds Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They go pick up there at 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first and 10, here's Lance. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side is it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They scored on a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over first and 10. And New York set to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Lance throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right down the long way. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And Denver getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And pulled up. Oh, and now some space down run. He'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Murray's throw caught here by Dulcich. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Murray going to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You get an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. A gain of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball again on 2nd down. And tough sled. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down is Lance. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. To extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they can get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now Murray off play action. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles. They have ended with an
because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Denver's offense now set to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Murray now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than the tackles mastodons you have up front.
guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Lance. This pass out wide the ball. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Lance now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
15-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. From the 20, here's second down and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Murray now. Same connection. Dulcich once again. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Out quickly to Judy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the draw is Stevenson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now 2nd and 9. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale